Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Null VIT Bhopal YouTube channel. So, we have in previous class we have studied about some commands in Linux, and we have also studied about the distributions and different terminologies in Linux. In today's class, we are going to study about how we can navigate through the Linux file system. So yeah, guys. So yeah. Now, in today's class, we are going to study about how we can navigate through the Linux file system. So first of all, just log in into your HTTP account, your Box account. Okay. So what about the previous day homework which I gave you? There were some challenges in the Box. Did anyone solve? Let's solve in the class today. The first question was find out the machine hardware name and submit it as an answer. So we need to we need to get the type of machine. Though the answer is given x86 underscore 64, but how we came to know that? So first of all, let me spawn the machine. Yeah, the machine is spawned. Now let me start the instance so that I can show you all. Uh, we can study. We can see the questions. The second question is, what is the part to the HTTP's account home directory? Without any command or anything, we know that except the root user, every like, okay, so I'm back. Yes, okay. So the first question was, please spawn the machine. Yes, the machine spawn. Let's open this machine in the new tab by clicking on the full screen. Before doing the first question, I was explaining the second question. Yeah, the second question was, what is the part to the HTTP student's home directory? Now we know that except the root user, and the root user has the username ROOT, that is root. So we know that root, except the root user, every other user has his home directory in slash home and then the username. So without any using any commands, we know that the answer would be slash home slash http dash account student. The next question was, what is the part to the HTTP students mail? Okay, we will see that, how we can do that. Which shell is specified for the HTTP server, we will also see that. And which kernel version is installed in the system, on the system. Okay. Okay. The first question was, find out the machine hardware name and submit it as an answer. Let us open the terminal. For this one, uh, um, for this one, the command was uname dash a. So in this, we can see the machine type is x86 underscore 64. Now, how you will come to know that this is the only type and not anything else? You can go to man, uname, and there you can just find. Okay, one shortcut I'm telling you. If the page is like this, we will study this in the upcoming module in today's class only. But I'm telling you beforehand, like if the page is like this, and if you press slash key, so the find is open. Like if you type anything, then it will find that particular string in the given text. Okay. So I want to type hardware, hardware, and there are so many places where hardware is written, but I want particularly the machine hardware name, or let us see. Yes, we want this only machine hardware name. Let me just check it second. Yeah, we want to check the machine hardware name. So for that, dash m is required, and if you would have done uname dash m, then it would have been x86 underscore 64, and you would have submitted it. There was also one hint, and yeah, it was obviously uname. Okay. Second one I have told you, we can also see here. If I do pwd, so yeah, HTTP dash AC. Okay, this is a different account. This is not the HTTP student account. You can see. For that, I need to SSH actually. Yeah, I need to SSH. I am not SSH'd. I need to SSH. Okay. Okay. This question was HTTP students mail. How we will find this? We'll see that. And what is the specified for? What is the shell specified for the HTTP student email? This one we can use with the help of echo. And yesterday I told you about environment variables. If the machine has been spawned, then I can use it. Actually, this answer was also kind of incorrect because I have done it on the virtual machine. I need to do this on the on the target machine, which is now being spawned, and I need to SSH into it. Wait a minute. Okay, so the machine has been spawned. Now we need to do SSH. First, I will copy the IP address. Then I will write SSH. IP for that, I name this clipboard tool. See, draw this C and control shift C. Just like this now. At the rate HTB dash SCCAMP. Is that the name? Yeah, it is. HTB dash student, sorry. HTB dash S TUDNT, and it says that it is unable to resolve the host name HTTP-student. Wait a second. HTTP dash oh sorry, this is such HTTP dash STUDNT at the rate 1.29 but 254 54.190 at the rate. Why LSS the password again? I need to copy the password. Control C. Control V. Control C. Paste. Enter. Okay. So yeah, now I am in that machine. Okay. See the terminal has like the prompt has changed. So yeah, now I am in that machine, in the target machine. Okay. First, I need to check the hardware name. So for that, you name dash m, and yeah, it was x86 and so 64. The next one was what is the part to the HTTP student home directory. For that, I have done pwd and it would have given me slash home slash HTTP dash student. Okay. Next question was what is the part to the HTTP student's mail. Now for this, we need to actually check the slash etc slash password. There it could be. Okay, let us find out. Okay, so it has given me issues. Wait a minute. If I do PNB, but it gave me the part to the let us check this. See, it was in the environment variables, and slash var slash mail slash HTTP dash student. So yeah, you would have put that. Now for the how which shell is specified, for that also you could have done echo space dollar SHELN, and it would have given you slash bin slash bash, or you could have written env, and in that case also there would be shell slash bin slash bash. Okay, this was the okay. And last question. Okay, one more question. Yeah. Okay, which kernel version is installed in the system? For that also, our favorite and yes, uname command we would have used the shell, and we need to find the kernel version. So dash v, so uname dash v, and it has given you wait, wait again. You need to kernel version. Version this should print the kernel version, but it is not printing. Uname dash a. Yeah, now it is there. 4.5.0. Okay. It has not print this here. I don't know why. It should have print, but yeah. If you have done uname dash a, so it would have given you like this is the kernel name and this is its version. 123 dash generic is the kernel name and its version is 4.15.10. Someone has asked, it is important to remember all of these commands. Yeah, I would recommend you at least know, like you should know what, like if you are in a situation, you should know what command to execute. You might not know what flag to use, but yeah, you should know what command to use. And as you like pen test, and as you participate, and as you solve the challenges, these things will uh, like automatically you will like learn these things. You need not need to mug up as much as solve challenges you would solve. You would automatically learn these things. Okay. And now the last question is, what is the name of the network interface uh, that MTU is set to 1500? Now this is something networking, and for networking we know IP or IF dash config. Okay. Now where we have studied this. So yeah, if config and IP. So yeah, if I type if config, so yeah, MTU. You need to check the see. This is MTU. Here MTU is something else, not 1500. Here the MTU is 1500, and the challenge also said that the MTU is set to 1500, and yeah, this is the one. Now what is the interface name? The interface name is this ENS 192. So if you would have submitted this, you would have got the points and you would have solved this. Okay, mark completed. Now before starting the next you could say module, I want to share something like which I have learned and I want to share with you guys. So I was learning about like how hackers, yeah, what is the uh, thinking what like how hackers thinks and how you need to think. So for that there was one example. I was actually studying SQL injection. SQL injection is something like if there is any input in the website anywhere, like in the URL or anywhere, and if we type some SQL commands, and if they get executed on the server side, then this is called SQL injection. Okay. Now, to check whether the SQL injection is there, hackers have done a very great thing. Before that, like there was one thing known as error SQL detection. Like if you would have typed some SQL command and it would have given you error, so you would have detected that the SQL command I have given has actually been executed. But some companies, when they saw this, they hide any error. Okay. Now for that, the computer, like the hackers have come up with another solution. There is one command known as sleep. Now this sleep command actually sleeps for a certain time. In any machine you go, the sleep command, for example, if it sleeps for 1 second, it would sleep for 1 second. Okay. It is not actually 1 second, it is actually something bigger, like 10 seconds. So yeah, hackers, what they do to check if there is the SQL command is being executed or not, they type sleep. If the error comes or not, how would they know? When they reload the page, if it takes more than usual time, so they know. And for like they test for 3 to 4 times. If the like the result is consistent, like it is taking same amount of time to reload, not like the 10 second. So yeah, hey, hackers know that the command is being executed, and if the page gets reloaded in like faster, like below the 10-second period or below the period time in which the sleep command actually sleeps. So yeah, hackers know that okay, the command which I have typed or which I have entered has actually not been executed. Okay, so this was one example of how to like how to use how to think like an hacker. This is a hacker methodology or hacker, yeah, hacker methodology is this is one of the great example which I have also learned and I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. Now navigation. Before diving into navigation, I would like to like tell you why navigation is important. Because, for example, you are in one of the directories and you want to go to another directory, and there are some directories which hold some confidential data. Some directories have it doesn't allow everyone to get there. Some directories allow. So for that, we need how we can go from one directory to another directory. Where what is the type like what is the uh, what is the permission, how permission works, everything we will know in today's class. Okay. So yeah, navigation is an essential. Navigation is essential, like working with a mouse on as a standard Windows user. Yeah, like as much as mouse is important on Windows, the same is the navigation is as important in Linux. Okay. So yeah, it has written. You can just read that. Okay, first command which we are going to learn is pwd. What pwd does? pwd is pwd just prints your current working directory, like where you are. Pwd just prints that. This we have learned in the previous class also. Okay. Next command is ls. ls lists all the files and directories in the particular directory which you are. Okay. um Now ls have many flags. Ls is one of the important commands you would use. Okay. First being ls-a. ls-a, I have told you in the previous class. It just like it prints the hidden files also with the non-hidden files. The next command, which is very important, is ls-l. Okay, you can actually get these from the manual. You need not to mug up. You just need to know that ls does these things. Okay, ls-l. Now ls-l, actually L stands for list. Now this has given me something which I have not seen in the previous commands. Okay, what we understand from the previous commands, this is the directory name. Okay, from this I can understand that this is the time of the last modification to that particular directory or file. Okay, like on 24th of June we edited. The time is little bit wrong. Okay, this I know that this is the user, which user owns. Okay, this is user and this is group which owns. But what is this? uh, yeah, plus what is this? drwx r dash x r dash x. What is this? For this, like this is very important, and this is what we are going to study. The first what we see, actually we are okay. First we see the total amount of blocks, the block size being 512 byte, used by the files and directories listed in the current listed in the current directory, which indicates the total size used. Okay, so in this 36 into 512, 36 into 512, what is 36 into 512? 36 into 512, it is 18432. These much number of bytes are being used in this current working directory in which I am. Okay. Okay. ls-l. Next, we see these things. Okay. This is the types of permission. Okay. For now, just see this as permissions. Okay. This is number of hard links in that, like hard links or links are like these are like what we have shortcuts in Windows are known as links here. Okay, these are links or files. Okay, this is the owner of the directory, owner. This is the user that owns, and this is the group that owns. Okay, so in this case, Kali user and Kali group. Okay, next one being the size of the file, and this is the size of the file, and date time of last modification and name. Okay, this much except this, everything else is clear. Can anyone just type in the chat, like if anyone is having any doubt? Forget this drws part. This any doubts? I don't think so anyone has any doubts. Let me move ahead. Now let us study what this is. drwx r dash x and r dash x. See, I have just like when I just spoke in one way, like D, then RWX, then R dash X, and R dash X. The way I spoke like this is because, let me tell you, is it here? Okay, let me okay. The first one indicates whether the particular file particular thing is directory or like directory link or your file. If it is a file, it will print dash, and if it is anything else, then it will print d. Okay, this the first thing is rwx. Rwx means read. You can read the particular thing. Okay, before that I need that the first three words are for the user who owns it. Okay, the second one is the group that owns it, and the third one is the like anyone else, not from that group or that user. If anyone else tries to access it, what he can do, this row defines that. First one is rwx. Rwx stands for R stands for read, W stands for write, and X stands for execute. Okay, so in this desktop directory, the Kali user can read, write, execute. The Kali group can read and execute only, can't write, and same for anyone else. Okay, this thing is clear. It is very important because sometimes you don't have the particular particular permission to own that file, and it is used with this, like who is the user who owns it and who is the group that owns it. Because sometimes you may see rwx and you would be like happy, like okay, I'm able to read, write, and execute, but you have not seen this here. It would have been written root. If it is written root here, then it means that only the root user can read, write, execute, not a normal user. Let me give you an example. The example is the shadow file. The shadow file ls dash l slash etc dash shadow. See, the shadow file has, it is a file, so there is a dash, then there is rw, and of course it is not an executable file, so there is no x. And you can see for everyone else, like not everyone else, even for the only for the shadow group, only the shadow group can read it. And if there is anyone else who is not in the shadow group or root, he can't even read it, write it, or execute it. Okay, so this is very important. If your user or your group has particular privileges or particular permission, then you can move it. Okay, for example, if I try to write in it. Okay, like okay, nano. First of all, it won't even let me write. Let me check. Slash etc slash shadow, and yeah, see, error reading, permission denied. You can see that. So yeah, permission is very important. Now, okay, there are many things else. ls dash a la, it prints all the files in that list format and the hidden files also. Okay, yeah, that thing is already given here. There's nothing else. Yeah, cd space tilde will make you go back into your into your home directory. This is also kind of important if anyone doesn't know. If you want to go in any directory, for example, and okay, I am in cd slash, I'm in slash, and I want to go to slash home slash kali, and I know that the first word of that user is k, so I can do slash home, and then I can press tab. If there would have been one, like for example, if I press tab here, it has given me autocomplete, like what are the different autocomplete, what are the different things where I can go. By pressing tab you can like do this. Okay, cd slash home. Okay, instead of this data. The next thing is that only ls dash la. This I have told you in the previous class. The single dot indicates the current working directory, and the second entry with the double dots represent the parent directory. Here they have actually they have actually gone into a directory which is empty. That's why it is showing you only two, because in every directory there is that directory and a parent directory except slash. Slash doesn't have any parent directory. Okay, if you want to clear, yeah, you can see this. These are some shortcuts. Clean up your terminal, then you can press Control plus L. But it is in some terminals. It is not in every terminal and terminal administrator. You have to actually check. If you want to search, you can press Control plus R. This depends from shell to shell and like terminal emulator to terminal emulator. Is there any challenges which we have to do? Yes, we have to do two types of challenges, like two challenges. The first one is, what is the name of the hidden history file in the HTTP's user directory? And this we know from like previous classes, we know that there's a dot bash underscore history, but we would check how we would check ls dash a, and ls dash a would give you dot bash history, and you know that there is a history file which is hidden. Okay, and you accessed it using ls dash. The second question is, what is the index number of the sudoers file m slash etc slash then. Now this thing actually needs little bit more attention. For this, if you just do ls dash slash etc slash sudoers sudoers, or if you would have done ls dash al, even that, it would have not given you something where the index number is being asked. We wouldn't have got that. So for that, we have to go to the manual of the ls, man ls, and here there is something named as index. Yeah, index number of each file. For that, we need to type dash I. So ls slash etc slash sudoers. Sometimes it is a bit laggy. Dash dash a l and I. Could have just written I also, but we can see that the index number is 147627, and that is actually the correct answer, and you could have submitted and gone ahead. Okay, any doubt in this module? This was a very crucial module. Any doubt? I'm reading the chat. Any doubt?
हाँ भाई हाँ यूट्यूब पे हाँ बढ़िया चल रहा है अच्छा चल रहा है वो हो जाएगा नहीं भाई अरे एक चीज हाँ एक चीज पूछना था अ, अच्छा यूट्यूब का कमेंट सेक्शन लाइव चैट में ना ठीक है
So yeah, any doubts? Complete and mixed. Okay. Now we need to work, like we need to work with these fields. Okay. Someone is having any doubt? Pranav. Okay. Let's see that doubt. What's the doubt? The okay, now we need to work with these files. Okay, in the previous we have learned how we can navigate and how we can check the permissions. Now we need to work this with this file. Like we need to edit, we need to copy, move. What the in this we will do how you can copy, paste, move, edit. Okay, the first one is to make a new file. To make a new file, you would have like without any content in it, you would have written touch and then the file name. If I would do here, let me make a directory for practical NVIDIA prac cd prac. Yes. And now if here I will write touch test, I will do ls. So yeah, there is a file named as ls. If I want to make a directory, in okay, we can use man command as well as all command. Use man command as well as to see. No, no. If you are saying that you can use man command to list all the commands, that is not possible, okay, in the man command. But yeah, you can check the manual of each command, but you need to know that command for checking its manual. That's the thing. I need to know that ls is a command, and then I can check its manual, man ls. But yeah, if I would like just type man, it would have not given me anything. Okay. And there is a like something of a joke also. What manual page you want? Try man. You can actually open the manual of man and see the different things. Okay, clear? The doubt is clear, I think. Okay. Now we saw how to make a file. Now we will make a directory. For making directory, the command is mk. Mk means make and dir means directory. Mkdir, and the directory also we will do test. Okay. We could have we can't give this directory name because there is already a file and it would clash with it. But yeah, we could give capital test. Then it would be because the file system in Linux is actually case sensitive. Like this is not equals to this. Okay, this is not at all equal. So you can make one file name capital TEST and one file name as small test, and it wouldn't have shown you any error. Okay, we have made a file, we have made a folder. Now it is an example of info.txt storage. If you want to now if you want to like make directory inside of directory, like we want to do multiple we make multiple directory one inside another. Like I want to one directory. Let me first tell you what I want and then I want to like in this prac I want one directory named as college, or one directory named as VIT, and in this I want SEM, and then there's I want MAT, and in this I want mid term. Okay, this I want, and none of the directory actually exists. So for that I would use mkdir with the dash p flag. If I would use the dash p flag and I would write vit slash sem slash mid or slash mat for maths and slash mid term. So if you see ls, you would see vit. If I would do ls vit, you could see sem. If I would do ls vit slash sem, you could see mad. And if I would do ls vit sem slash mad, so you can see midterm. Now, if you want to like, I have executed ls multiple times to see what is one inside the another. For that also there is one command known as tree. Tree, what tree does? There is one root and then there is branches. So if I would write tree space dot, it would show me what are the different directories. The test in this VIT. In the VIT directory there is SEM, and in the SEM directory there is MAT, and in this MAT directory there is. If I would like touch in the VIT slash SEM slash in SEM only, if I would like fall, I would create a file name as fall.txt. You could also see that also. See, VIT SEM, in SEM there is two things, one file and one directory. One file named as fall.txt and one directory known as mat, and in that there is midterms. Okay, you could use the tree command and then specify which directory, and then you could see the tree representation of that particular directory. Mm. Now this is that example only where they have done. Now this is now there is a difference. I hope all of you know, but then also I would like to clarify. There's one thing known as move and one thing known as copy. To move some file from one place to another is actually to like delete from that particular directory, and then where you are like moving it, there would create a new file. Like there would be no duplicates. The original one would be deleted and the new one would be created. This is the meaning of move. Like what you move in real life, you move one thing from one place to another. So in the original place, there is the thing is not there, and in the new place, the thing is there. This is known as move. And to copy something is to like make a replica of it and then move it to another place. To copy a car means that the original car is also there and one new car is there. So that is the meaning of copy and move. I think so. Everyone does know what is the difference between move and copy. But then also I will just clarify. So what I need to do now, I actually, for example, I need to copy fall from SEM to VIT. So what I would do, I would write MV, then the original file name which I need to copy. Okay. So like where it is in the VIT slash SEM, and there it is fall.txt. And where I need to move it, for example, I need to move it into the current working directory. I would write dot. And if I do ls now, see fall.txt, test, and VIT. And if I write free, would see previously the file was in the same directory, but now the same directory has only one directory, mat, and there is no fall.txt, fall.txt, and moved it. Okay, this is the meaning of move. You can do multiple you can make multiple files also, like fall.txt, vit slash sem slash win.txt, and vit slash sem sum.txt. So now if I would execute tree, you could see there are so many fall.txt, sum.txt, and win.txt. Okay, there are multiple files. If you would specify multiple files, it would make multiple files. Now, like you have made multiple files, you can also move multiple files. Now, if I would like to move all these files from SEM directory to VIT directory, so I would first specify which files I need to move. Okay, so VIT slash SEM fall.txt, VIT slash SEM win.txt, and VIT slash SEM sum.txt. Okay, now I have specified which files I need to move. Now I would specify where I need to move. Okay, I will need to move it to VIT slash. Now if I will do three dot, so you could see, okay, yeah, you could see the VIT directory has all these files, not the SEM directory. Okay, this command is clear. You can move multiple files to one directory, but you can't move one file to multiple directories. I think that is a little bit tongue twister. I would repeat, you could move multiple files, like For example, let us take example of, instead of file, we can take example of car. So you could move multiple car into one garage. Okay, garage being a folder. Okay. Now you could move multiple cars into one garage, but you can't move one car into multiple garage. Like in the car would be in one garage only if there is no copy. Okay, this was an example. This was an example to tell you that you can move multiple files into single directory, but you can't move multiple like one file into multiple. So the last one is always the last one specified is always the destination directory, and the previous one are all the files or directories which are going to move here. Okay. Now you can if I would move any folder. For example, let me make mkdir dash p. Instead of this, I want to do a slash b slash c slash d. Now there is a, in that there is b, there is c, and there is d. Now if I would write mv a into vit. Okay, okay, okay. This would exist, but yeah, that is the thing in copy. Sorry. So, is there any doubt in the mv command? I don't think so. If there is any, please specify, please type it in the chat. Okay. Next thing is mv. Now rename. We could also use the mv command to rename files. Now, how you would do that? For example, yeah, there it is fall.txt. Now I would write mv fall.txt, and this was the old name, and the new name being sem.txt. So you would see that the fall.txt has been deleted, like not deleted, but renamed to sem.txt. Okay, you could also use the mv command to rename files. There is the example minfo.txt to information.txt. That is also something we have already seen when we have seen. Yeah. Now it is copy. Copy command. If we need to copy, for example, a, yeah, in vit slash a, there was a okay. First, I would tell you how to copy file. Like if I need to copy sem.txt to test, test, yeah, okay. So you can see in the test there, see that. And if I will do lsa, so the sem.txt is here also, and there is one copy which is not laid. Okay, now if I would do any change, the change would not be shown here. There is a separate file which is a copy of this file when it was being copied. Okay, now these are two different files. When it was being copied, it was same, but now if I would do any changes in this, it would not reflect here. Okay. This was the copy command. And if you copy any directory, like if I copy vit slash a to here, see if I would write this, it will give me an error, dash r not specified, omitting directory. For copying directories, you need dash r command. And now what is dash r command? Just don't mug up what r command. We can use manual to see the manual, man cp. And if I will go to dash r means recursive. Copy directory is recursive. Like first copy the innermost directory, then copy like first copy the outmost directory, then the directory which is in it, and like that, copy recursively. So if you need to copy any directory, you need to specify dash r. Now, if I will do that same command again with dash r command, then you can see the A folder is there, and also in the test, or also in the VIT. Okay, any doubts? I don't think so. We have seen copy, we have seen a move. Yeah, there's an optional file. Yeah, this is actually I am giving you homework. There is a tool from which you can delete, and there are also some links around it. So I need you to find out how to delete files in Linux. Okay, and there is also the challenges which I need you to do. Today I am not showing because some of you might have just copied it and not have done it. I can show. Okay, What is the name of the last modified file in the slash file slash backups? Okay, this is a good question. I need you to do this. And yeah, this marks the end of the class. If there is any doubt, please specify in the chat. And also, we are going to have Secret 24 on 8th and 9th. So be ready for that also. Our same Null club is on national level. Thank you guys. This was all from NBLT Bhopal. And yeah, come tomorrow with the homeworks and we will learn